Welcome to Keep What You Earn, your judgment and jargon-free zone for entrepreneurs of all levels. Get ready to learn how to scale your business, save money in taxes, and create a business that grows your wealth. If it feels like the financial side of business is like eating your vegetables, well then think of this podcast as the ranch dressing to make the process a little more enjoyable. My name is Shannon Weinstein. I'm a CPA and business owner on a mission to simplify money and empower others through knowledge. I hope this episode inspires you to take action, but remember that the information we share is for educational purposes only and is not individual tax advice. Now that we got that out of the way, let's start the show. I think one of the most underappreciated revenue streams right now is to create a channel where you can provide leads to other professionals if you have really good marketing. So one thing that I've realized, because I've been doing this a lot lately in my business, is I've been referring people out to tax professionals and bookkeepers who offer services that I personally don't. Now, I love this model, and I spoke about this on a previous episode this week, kind of unpacking the ways that you can leverage your customer's journey and find the authors of the chapter before or after your service. So finding that person who does the next thing in your customer's evolution or the previous thing in your customer's evolution, partnering with them and offering some type of referral. So let's just say, for example, I run a CFO practice. I'm going to help them find a bookkeeper they love, and I'm going to help them find a tax preparer they love. I also have a vested interest in helping them find people that they love because I want them to be happy with the service. I also want to play nice in the sandbox with these other professionals because I will have to work with them. And if they can pick someone that I already get along with, everybody wins, right? And I'm sure there is an equivalent of that in your business. Whether you offer a product, a service, anything, that there's some type of complementary thing that you can refer. So what I like to do, and this doesn't even have to be related to your service actually, but if you are in the position where you have leads that are valuable to another service provider, another business owner, then I'm going to tell you right now how you can enhance your ability to make money using that lead channel. So if you wanted to, you could actually go after leads who are not your ideal client. I know this sounds funny, but if you happen to, let's say I was actually watching Deadliest Catch with my husband, and this is going to sound so funny, but this is what made me think of it, was when they drop the cages, they pull them back up, and there's like a whole bunch of stuff other than crabs that end up in there, right? They're going after crabs, but they get a whole bunch of stuff. They get smaller ones. They get all this other stuff from the bottom of the ocean, right? And they throw it back. Okay, look, I get it. Bookkeeping is like the last thing you want to be doing when you're growing an online business. We got to make money, right, to have any books to keep. That's where hiring a bookkeeper comes in. And if you're in the market for a bookkeeper, make sure to check out Elmwood Bookkeepers. Not only does Barbara and her team take pride in their service, but they also give back by donating to charity with every monthly client enrollment. If you need to get some financial knots untangled in your books, make sure to check out elmwoodbookkeepers.com. Link is in the show notes. Now, in our businesses, we tend to, market ourselves on Instagram, go on social media, go on, take our email list, take our podcast appearances, right? You're not going to exclusively pick up what it is you're looking for. You're going to pick up what it is you're looking for and a bunch of other stuff. You're going to have a lot of other people who aren't your ideal client approach you, love you, be a fan of you. And what I have found is that there are a lot of people who are even listening to the show, right? You may not be a CFO client. You may not be a CFO client yet, right? But when it comes to my business, I'm never turning down a relationship because number one, I have a vested interest in making sure everyone is well educated on this topic regardless. But number two is, even in my business, leads are valuable. Leads are valuable. So let's talk about this. How can you command higher referral fees for your ability to generate leads? So if you are known in your space for generating quality leads through your brand, you are going to win. because people will reward you for delivering them quality leads. It's not enough to just do volume. It's not enough to just do volume. You can get referral fees. You could play this game. You could go high volume of getting leads for people, refer them over to another provider, and make good commissions. However, if you really want to be known and enhance your brand through this process, here's what I would recommend. Become known in your space for when you have clients who aren't your ideal client. Help them find a good home, but still qualify them the way you would for your client. Again, I'm going to use our profession as an example because it's super clear that bookkeepers, accountants, tax preparers, CFOs, we want to work with people who have a good attitude about their books, who are engaged, who maybe have clean books, or at least have a mentality where they want to have clean books. They're motivated. They are, good communicators and so on, right? Like that's the ideal at a very, very basic level. So if I can find those people, if I can then take those people and refer them to and say, hey, I really like this client. They're a good client. They're just not my good client. Like they're looking for a service that I don't offer. They're a good customer, but they want food that's not on my menu, right? I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, friend, I have this client who's looking for what you offer. And in general, what I've noticed is, and this has actually happened in my life, is the professionals I work with have told me, and this is kind of what inspired this episode, they've told me that the leads that come in through me, they will give more consideration to because they know that I have vetted them. They know I have standards. They know I won't refer unless I know that this is a possible good fit for both. They know that I won't refer unless I have really vetted them, and unless I am willing to stake my relationship with the provider and the person on that. And that goes a long way. They know that I will stand firm in like referrals and say, I'm not just going to throw off names. I'm going to say, hey, this is who I would go to. But honestly, if there's someone who comes to me and they are not a good client, I can tell that they're disengaged. Maybe they're looking to cheat the tax code. They're looking to do something fishy. I won't recommend anyone. I'm not going to play that game just to get a referral fee. Absolutely not. There's more of an ethical thing to that. So if you're in this position where you're generating a lot of really good leads, but you really don't know where to put them, or they're just too early on your journey, see if you can leverage helping them get the support they need right now using a partner that you could work really well with, and that you guys could actually create some type of relationship of synergy, And yes, you can make a lot of money simply funneling leads. But if you do it intentionally and you do it with the tone of your brand, it can become super valuable where you can command a massive referral fee because they know that you're going to bring high value clients over to that next service provider. So think about that. What is one way that you could enhance the value of the leads that you share with others? Okay, real talk. Our business can really mess with our emotions and our mindset. Am I right? One day we feel like we're unstoppable, like we could run through a wall, and then the next we want to burn it all down and start from scratch. Hey, I'm with you. A lot of this has to do with how we approach our money. And if you need a quick jolt of mindset habits for the next 5 days to help you reboot and recalibrate, check out my 5-day financial mindset refresh delivered straight to your email. Click the link in the show notes to sign up right now. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating and review on your podcast platform. This small action goes a long way for podcasters to get our message heard by more business owners just like you. Be sure to check out the show notes for links to information about our guests and ways to get in touch with me. We'll see you on the next episode.